was like all of these, I just didn't like the laundry list of what women are supposed to do.
Wow. Claudia Jordan has a show called Cocktails with Queens, where she has discussions with different celebrities. She's friends with Carrie Hilson, who wrote a post, and Claudia did a show with Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson discussing it. Here's what Carrie Hilson wrote. Men who provide emotional security and displays wise leadership will get the softest, most feminine, relaxed, trusting, guard down, submissive, nurturing version of their woman. Even successful, strong women want to feel safe enough to be soft. This is our true nature. The man who makes me feel safe will have the world. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't a woman be all of that anyway before she meets the man she feels is the one for her? Imagine if a man said the same thing. Imagine a man saying, well, I'm gonna be feminine until the right woman comes along. Once I meet the right woman, then I'll be masculine. Until then, I'm just gonna act feminine. Because that's exactly what this post is saying. They're gonna act masculine until the right man comes along, and then they'll act feminine. I guess these women have a switch somewhere on their bodies that they can turn their femininity on and off that we don't know about. I'll let each one of them say their piece. And stay tuned and listen to Vivica Fox basically saying she's okay with being a pump and dump rather than being a feminine wife. First, take a listen to Selena Johnson.
Strong positions. All of us are bosses, all of us are CEOs, all of us own our own companies, and all of us have employees, and we're delegating all the time. And so we have adapted this controlling nature that a man on the outside looking in, we're controlling because we're trying to control our business and bring money into our organizations. But a man on the outside looking in views that as bossy or controlling. But what it is an asset. Men need to start looking at that as an asset and not something that them from being with us. And that's why I love what she said, because she broke it down like, no, don't look at that as, don't be turned off by the fact that we have strength in these areas. Come in and match that strength so that we can rest. We're waiting for you. You say you want a woman who has something to bring to the table. You say you don't want a lazy woman and all of that. Well, the very woman that you say you don't want, you're intimidated by. That's when true. All you have to do is come in and say, hey, baby, listen, I got it going on as well. Now you can take your crown off and rest and let me do the rest.
Notice when she starts off, she said, all of us are bosses and CEOs.
Strong positions. All of us are bosses, all of us are CEOs.
Which is fine. But here's the problem with these type of women. When they get home, they still want to be the boss. Once these women start making this money and controlling things outside of the household, it's hard for them to change into wife mode when they get home. I remember Bishop T.D. Jakes giving a sermon one time where he was talking about his wife when she got a job as a manager at some company. He said after about 2 weeks of being a manager, she came home and was like, put these boxes over here, and I need you to get this over here. And he was like, ho. Baby, you ain't at work. Apparently his wife was able to turn the boss in her off when she got home because they're still together. Because I can't see Bishop T.D. Jakes having done all that he's done being bossed around by his wife. But most women, they can't do it.
And so we have adapted this controlling nature.
See, she said it right there. We have adapted to a controlling nature. Once they adapt to it, they can't undo it.
Men need to start looking at that as an asset.
So men should look at bossy women as an asset? I don't think so.
No, don't look at that as, don't be turned off by the fact that we have strength in these areas.
So now men don't know what turns us on and turns us off. Miss Johnson, sorry to be the one to inform you, but a bossy woman is a turn off to a heterosexual man who has his stuff together. You
say you want a woman who has something to bring to the table. You say you don't want a lazy woman and all of that. Well, the very woman that you say you don't want, you're intimidated by.
Intimidated by you? Absolutely not. Masculine heterosexual men are not intimidated by you. We're just not attracted to women who act like masculine men.
Come in and match that strength.
Come in and match your strength. What? This sounds like a competition to me, not a relationship or a marriage. I don't want a woman that's gonna match my strength. I want a woman that's gonna even out the masculinity and femininity between us two. I bring the strength and she brings the nurturing, kind, and submissive feminine value to my life. It's obvious. The more money these women make, the less feminine they are. Now let's take a listen to Vivica Fox.
So, at this point in my career, like I already got the laundry list of what I know I can do. I need a man I need a partner. I don't need to do this laundry list of submissiveness for someone to love me. I'm looking for men to have a list of things that they show up and be right as well too. Be a gentleman, take care of me, respect me. You know what I mean? It was like all of these, I just didn't like the laundry list of what women are supposed to do. Submissive, this, that, for love. Like, so I agree with half of the statement. Love me. I just don't like the laundry list of things I have to subtract for my strength, my drive.
See, Vivica started off on the wrong foot from the very beginning. Take a listen to the first 2 seconds.
So, at this point in my career, like I already got the laundry list of what I know I can do.
I'm at a point in my career where I have a list of things that I can do. Vivica, the man you desire does not care about your career. Your career and marriage are 2 totally different things. How many times do men have to say this? We don't care about your career. The millionaire man you all are desiring, he has that stuff already. Because Vivica is still single, it's clear the things on her list a man is not interested in, and it only benefits her. If her laundry list was something that a man wanted, she'd have been married and stayed married a long time ago.
It was like all of these, I just didn't like the laundry list of what women are supposed to do.
Wow. Let's revisit what Carrie Hilson wrote. Softest, most feminine, relaxed, trusting, guard down, submissive, nurturing. So this is what Vivica calls a laundry list of things men want. She's saying it's difficult for her to just do what a woman is supposed to naturally be doing anyway. Notice she has a laundry list of things she wants to be acknowledged, but she doesn't want to acknowledge anything on the man's list. It's all about her. Can you see why she's single?
I'm looking for men to have a list of things that they show up and be right.
I want a man to come in with a list of things and be right. Translation, she wants a man to come with a very short list, and only things she wants to do can be on that list. And her being submissive cannot be one of them.
Love me. I just don't like the laundry list of things I have to subtract for my strength, my drive.
Since when do you have to give up on being submissive to have a drive and succeed at something? Take a peek at this woman. This is Sally Richardson Whitfield. I follow her on Instagram. She is writing, producing, and directing television shows, and has been doing it for quite a while. She's married to DeAndre Whitfield and has 2 children with him. When she comes home from having been on the set, she has no problem taking care of her husband and her children. She's constantly posting videos of herself cooking meals for her family when she gets home. And after years of her and her husband being together, I have yet to see her lose her femininity. She is a boss chick at work and a wife when she gets home. Here's another one. Layla Ali. You know, Muhammad Ali's daughter. I also follow her on Instagram, and she's always in the kitchen cooking, and she's teaching the little one as well. She does promotion for different products, and if you read what she wrote here, it says, I'm a strong, independent woman who needs her man. She and her husband have been married for a long while, and I heard her say in an interview, she's able to turn the boss off when she comes home. And Layla Ali was in one of the most masculine career fields any woman can be in. She was a boxer. These women don't have a problem with it. So why is it so hard for others like Vivica? It's simple. They just don't want to. But they will complain they can't find a good man. Now, listen to Claudia Jordan.
I do hate that it seems like women are the ones that constantly have to make the adjustment to make these men feel comfortable. Well, we have to be like, I feel like we got the formulas on the chalkboard. We're trying to always figure E equals MC squared, trying to crack the codes. And I don't like that. I do feel like it is a lot of work.
Well, the first change was a decision that you made for yourself. You all decided to change from feminine to masculine. Nobody told you to do that. So now that men are saying that they want women to be feminine, which is what men have been wanting since the beginning of time, Claudia says that they gotta sacrifice to change back from masculine to feminine. Well, if it's that much of a pain for you, Claudia, we don't want you or any of your boss chick friends to do anything you don't want to do. Stay exactly the way you are. Masculine heterosexual men will do what they always been doing to you up until now, passing you over. There's plenty of other women out there to choose from, so don't you worry your pretty little head about changing.
The formulas on the chalkboard, we're trying to always figure E equals MC squared, trying to crack the codes. And I don't like that. I do feel like it is a lot of work.
E equals MC squared? See, that's the problem, Claudia. You trying to put math in there. There's no math involved in pleasing a man. Men are the simplest creatures in the world to please. All you gotta do is feed us, know when to leave us alone, and have sex with us. There's absolutely no math involved. But the reality is, a woman over 45 years old, between menopause and hot flashes, you'd be lucky if you'd be able to have sex with her at least once every 3 weeks. Now, I'm not poking fun at women who have to go through menopause because I know it's a serious thing. And if women could hit that button and turn the menopause off, I'm sure they'd do it in a minute. Hell, I'd do it for them if I could. But menopause at that age is a reality. That's just the way life is for a woman. But all this math you're doing, Claudia, you and Vivica are overthinking this. Y'all making this way more difficult than it needs to be. And now for the part that you've all been waiting for. Listen to how Vivica responds when Claudia Jordan says, or you can get yourself a sexy little boy toy.
It all depends on what you want. If you really want that relationship, you might have to make some moves and some adjustments. And if you don't, you can always have a sexy little fine little boy toy. And
hey, that's what hey.
I know Vivica. I know you. I know you.
Did you notice how painful everything is for Vivica when she's talking about her being feminine like a woman should be?
I just don't like the laundry list of things I have to subtract for my strength.
But the minute a sexy little boy toy is mentioned, she peps up. She's like,
hey, that's what hey.
Now, what exactly is a boy toy? That's a guy that she calls and asks, so what you doing? You want to come over? And he shows up about an hour later, blows her back out, and goes home. Basically, he comes over and pumps and dumps her. Oh, don't get me wrong. He'll be back if she calls him for another round. But that's all a boy toy is there for. Now, I'm real sure if Vivica was to start taking application for boy toys for herself, the guys would be lined up around the block. But if she started taking applications for a husband, that line would be extremely short. Any woman that says she doesn't want to act like a woman, a man that has his stuff together, is not going to be interested in marrying her, let alone dating her.
I don't want to do all this here thinking.
Just because I'm strong and I know how to wear the pants, I want you to wear the skirt and give you the pants. Relinquish.
I don't want to have to do all this here work. You go do it. So
I heard that.
Up so I can step down. That's all.
Yeah, right. They want him to do all the work until he's not doing it the way she wants him to do it. These money-making type of women are claiming that they want these good men. Tell them, Sister Ali.
Expectations has been our downfall. We have made up ideas about what a relationship and a husband or a man is supposed to be like. You know, we don't mind having a man as long as he don't act like a man. You know, we could be with him, but if he start coming up in that trying to give some instructions to say how he wants things or what we supposed to do, oh, we go get everybody then. Oh, no, you trying to tell me what to do.
The minute he starts taking over and giving directions, every one of these women will jump up and get into the bossy and controlling mode because she wants it done her way, no matter what. They can't help it. Once they start acting like men, they can't turn it off. The saddest thing is, these 40-plus-year-old women think they still have the same options they had when they were 20 years old. Not. The man they claim they want are not gonna wife an old, washed up, stuck in their bossy way women. Now don't get mad because I said that, because the same thing goes with men. Imagine me going to the recruiting station at 56 years old, telling them I want to sign up for the military. What do you think the first question they gonna ask me when they see my face? Sir, how old are you? I'm 56. I'm sorry, sir, but we're not looking for senior citizens. And neither are men of quality that make a lot of money. They're going after younger, submissive, and cooperative women, not these bossy, controlling, hit-the-wall 10 and 20-year-ago senior citizens. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The more money a woman makes, the more her dating pool closes. Not because she makes more money, and not because of her success. It's because of her mindset. She thinks the more money she makes, the higher she's valued. Maybe in the industry she works in, but not by men looking for wives. If you're not a feminine woman with wifely ways, no man, wealthy or not, is gonna wife you. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. If you'd like to support my channel and see more videos like this one, hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post new videos all week. In the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy. And if you want, you can go to my channel and check out videos I have there. I got plenty of them. Go ahead. Don't be scared.